So I just restarted it. And so to catch everybody up that watches this, I'm just now connecting to Christina. We're talking to her fiance. He's passed away. And I just found out I told her she had 3 children. She said yes, and she lost a child. So I'm getting ready to talk to this baby. Now, did you know this lost baby was a boy?
I did not.
It's a boy. He's here with you. Do you want to talk to him first? Would you like to
Sure.
talk to him? Now, do you also have a girl and a boy that's living?
Yes.
Because he says, Mom, I want you to know something. He says, I play with my brother and sister all the time. They might not know it, but I play with them. Now, could this have been was this like a middle child that you lost possibly?
No.
So, okay.
It would have been the first.
The first, okay. So, okay, gotcha. Because what I heard was middle, so he would have been there first. Come on up, Petey. Let's go. So, is your daughter the oldest one? I need to ask you. Did you say yes?
Yes.
Because what I heard was boy, girl, boy. So I'm assuming because what he's telling me about the girl being next and then the boy, I'm assuming she's the oldest one. He says, Mom, I'm sorry I wasn't able to be born, but you know what? I'm with my dad. He's like whispering. He's like, I'm with dad. I just want to tell you, he's super excited to talk to you, sweetheart.
Aw.
He's super excited to talk to you. He loves you and his brother and sister to pieces. Now I need to ask you a question. Was there some kind of unaliving that involved your fiance? Because what I heard was unalived.
Yeah.
Either on accidental or on purpose. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it was an accident.
Mm-hmm. He says, sweetheart, you know I didn't mean to do this. Do you understand that, right?
Yeah.
He says, our son is with me. I could not be so happy because he said, because you know how hard it was for us when we lost our first baby. But he's with me and I have him. And until we can be together again, I'm going to keep him with me safe, he says.
Oh, good.
He says, sweetie heart, I love you. Your baby mainly wanted to come through to tell you hi. And I'm glad that he told you it was a boy because it was too early, wasn't it? Were you like 5 or 6 weeks pregnant when you lost this child?
Yeah, I think close to 12.
Close to 12, okay. Because I felt like it was young. You guys were pretty devastated, weren't you? Because I know you guys, did you see that orb that just come down?
Yeah.
Did you see it? It was like right next, it went like, shoot, that, it's funny when I do these readings, orbs are through here all day long. And that's why I like being by the window because you guys can see that from the reflection of the orbs from the window and stuff, But he's like, Mom, I'm so glad I got to talk to you. He says, I wish I was alive right now, but unfortunately I am not. But I have a life on the other side. And that includes living with Daddy here on the other side until we can be one big happy family again. He says, Mom, I just want to tell you that I love you.
Oh.
And I miss you too. Now, your other 2 children are little, aren't they?
Yes.
Fairly little. Like, I'm feeling 4. Do you have a 4-year-old?
I do. That's my boy.
Do you have a 2-year-old?
No, I have a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old.
A 5? Okay. Unless, has your fiance been gone like 1 to 2 years now?
Yes.
Okay, because I think the 2 was for him. Because so like when I hear 2, it's like somebody they're gone less than 2 years or 2 months or 2 weeks or 2 days. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So there are a handful of children. They are a handful for you, aren't they? Because I can tell. They're running you ragged, aren't they? I can tell, Miss Christina.
I just have my boy with me. My daughter is with Nick's mother. Well, sorry, his mother.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. From the accident. And my 4-year-old is autistic.
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like were the courts involved in this decision for some reason?
We think they were.
Wait, don't tell me she got custody of your daughter.
Yeah, when the accident happened, she was in Disney World with her grandparents, and she took her right underneath my nose because I was injured.
Oh my
We were all,
God.
yeah, we were all in the vehicle.
Oh my God.
I broke my neck. I broke my back. I had a skull fracture and a brain bleed.
He was driving, wasn't he?
Yes. Yep.
He says, "Thank God that you didn't die because our kids need us. Our kids need you." So I'm so sorry. That's so not fair. Do you never see your daughter?
No, I only get to see her a week, like on FaceTime once a week.
Oh my God. You know what? I think that's going to change down the road. I don't feel this is going to be a full-time, a permanent thing. I mean, don't hold me to this, but I just heard that's not going to be permanent, if that makes sense, okay?
Okay.
I hope not. I hope not. I'm so sorry. So your daughter was gone with his parents to Disney World, correct?
Yes. Yep.
I heard impact. So you guys, I'm safe to say that he died on impact. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. What a tragedy. Do you know if there was drinking involved in the other vehicle or any kind of drinking? I'm not trying to. With the other vehicle, wasn't there drinking?
He was.
Oh, he was. So he was okay. Listen, when I hear drinking, I don't necessarily know if it's for you guys or for somebody else. If that makes
Was. I know.
because they don't tell me who it belongs to. It's like I hear drinking. Okay, well, who, what, when, where, why? It's like it's leaving up to me to determine when I do all these readings to see who it belongs to. He says, "I'm
Right.
sorry, my parents have done this to you. They're horrible." He's like, "I'm so mad at my mom and dad right now." He said, "I'd like to ring their neck."
That sounds about right.
Did your daughter ask? I have a feeling when you talk to your daughter, she asks when she can come home to you.
No, she knows something's wrong. She knows about the accident. She knows her daddy's in heaven. But she doesn't ask that.
Did you know that your son sees your husband, your fiance, fiance?
I hear him laughing in his sleep a lot.
Yes, because it's your husband is tickling and giggling him, and he is his guardian angel now. He said, "Your fiance just told me, I'm his guardian angel now." That's what he says, and that's what he wanted you to know. He says, "I'm looking after both of our children." He says, I hate what my parents have done to you. Like, this is not fair. Our daughter needs you. Our daughter needs you. Are you suffering setbacks from this accident still?
Yeah.
Can I ask what kind of setbacks? Because I'm an energy healer. I can help with that. You know that. I can help heal you.
I guess emotional. I've just kind of thrown myself into. I didn't have any help. Like I had physical pain. I'm on medication. I was like, no narcotic.
Hold on a second. Tell me where you're hurting because I can help you with that, sweetheart. I can take pain away from you.
My neck, and my back.
Okay. When I get done with this reading, before we go, I'll stop the recording before I do this. But I'm gonna help you and help with yours. With me, I'm an angelic starseed. I get my power from up there, my energy healing. I literally corrected and fixed a woman's back that had back pain for 14 years from an accident, and she doesn't suffer from it anymore.
Wow.
So I'm going to do, when we get done with the reading, is that something you would like me to do for you?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Very good. Your fiance wants you to know, he says, please tell he calls you his wife. So I'm just going to call me your husband because that's what he said. Please tell my wife she's such a good mom and I'm just so sorry that I can't be here to witness it. He says, I'm sorry that our son is a handful because being autistic, I know it's hard. So was your son with you in the accident as well?
Yeah, he was untouched. He had one scratch on him.
That's
We
because
were all
somebody
ejected.
his
We were all
because his,
ejected.
that's because his guardian angels were looking after him, sweetheart. That's why, because he was being looked after in the exit because he was so innocent and so small.
Yeah, when I found him, I woke up and I knew Nickwood had already gone past. And I fell through a 70-foot ravine. And I found Carson, my son Carson, playing with somebody.
He was playing with your husband. Damn, I'm so sorry what you've gone through. No wonder why you're hurting. I'm definitely, I don't charge for my energy healing. So when we get done with this, I'm definitely going to help you with that, sweetheart. I am so sorry. So
Yeah.
what did the car? I feel like the car tumbled,
Yeah.
and it was like it tumbled, and the car. Did it? Do you just roll, or was it the whole car?
He fell asleep. I closed my eyes for 1 second and I yelled for my fiance, and he says, "I got this. I love you." And I said, "No, you don't." And lights out. Apparently we rolled a few times, and what I was told, the car landed on him. We were all ejected.
Yeah. Did this other car swerve into? Did this other car try to swerve into your lane, or did you actually make contact with this car? But it either swerved into your lane and he overcorrected, or I can see the accident, but I can't see like every single detail because it's like a motion picture going in my head. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we were traveling with a U-Haul, so he was on cruise control, going 80. Yeah. But the car behind us saw the accident happen and called 911 immediately.
Good thing. Good thing. Good thing. Good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's telling me about he's crushed to death. He was just crushed to death. He says, but you know what? I didn't feel any pain. I didn't feel any pain. He says, I know it's hard. He says, sweetheart, no, it's hard. Was this about a year and a half ago this happened? Because I just heard a year and a half, so I figured that's about when it was happening, about a year and a half ago.
It's been 2 years.
2 years, okay. Year and a half. When I hear year and a half to 2 years ago, that's kind of what I hear. February. I just heard February. Do you relate to February in any way, sweetheart?
No.
Unless he knows it's February, that's the only explanation I can think of.
Yeah. No important dates in February.
Okay. I just heard September. What about September?
That's his son's birthday, September 29th.
September 20th. Oh, that's sweet. What, he has another child, you mean?
Well, we had 2 kids, 3 kids together, and then he had 2 other children with a previous marriage.
Okay. Was he around 40 years old when this happened, or like late 30s, early 40s, or
early
even
30s?
Early 30s. Okay, because what I heard was like late 30s, early 40s. So early 30s. Okay, very good. I just heard 33. Was that about right?
Yep. He was 33.
Yeah. March. Do you have any March connection? I just heard March, sweetheart.
I have. No, not in March.
Okay. Well, never mind. Forget the months. I don't know why sometimes I hear them, sometimes I don't. It is what it is. Let's see what else I'm hearing for you, sweetheart. You're still grieving him, and plus you're in pain. And, this is why I want to help relieve your pain, because you need to focus all your energy on this kid, and hopefully, are they giving you no option to get your daughter back? I don't understand.
No. She doesn't want me to have her. They have nothing to do with Carson, my son.
Yeah, even though it's their own grandchild, darn it.
Yep.
That's not fair. They don't want to fool with them. I'll tell you exactly what it is. He has if he didn't have autism, they'd be right in there with him. You know that, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. You deserve better.
Yeah, I'm actually currently in a relationship now, and we went to visit the guy that I'm seeing for Christmas, and we were there for a while, and I'm having second thoughts about it.
Okay. Promises. I was like, promises, I got your message. Just remind me. I got your message about that. Thank you, sweetheart. Just remind me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So are you wanting to do, so can I ask how long you've been with this person? Is this fairly
Since
new?
September, yeah.
Dude, did I not tell you September?
Yeah. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I listen, I hear these months for a reason, sweetheart. So there was a clue about September that remember.
Yeah.
Listen, I love making fun of you guys. I'm like, remember I said this? Remember I said that? Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I'm just kidding though, but still, I did hear September for a reason. Um, you guys are kind of taking it slow, aren't you, with this relationship?
Yeah.
Um, Let me focus on this for a second. Let me see what I'm hearing with this one. He's a pretty good, decent guy. Do you think he's a good guy?
I do.
You know what? I feel like your husband had a hand in this. You know, the other side works in mysterious ways, and when they know it's time for you to fall in love again and move on, they help us in that, if that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
I feel like sometime this year might be my time to move on. You know, it's been 15 months for me. I'm giving my grief enough time to heal so that I can fully fall in love with somebody else, you know, down the road. I
Yeah.
hope. I don't know if somebody wants to put up with me. I'm so freaking stubborn. Maybe nobody wants me.
Well,
I'm
I
so
keep
stubborn.
saying that it takes we hit FaceTime all the time because it takes like it's also when he doesn't have children and I do. He's never been married. He's younger. But him and my fiance are from they're from Alabama.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, if you hadn't told me, I probably would have got that, but that's okay.
Sorry.
No, I do hear states quite often, by the way.
But I'm just hesitant because I mean, I know he does. He said he loves me, and he was very good with Carson. But
And that's
he has a disability,
what's
and
his
I don't
name?
know. His name is Chevy.
Chevy. Interesting. Okay. What was your fiance's name?
Nick.
Nick.
We
Interesting, Nick.
known each other since fourth grade.
But I feel like this disability isn't like a life altering disability. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Um, but you're okay with that then, right? You have to be okay with it, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to decipher if like his parents if they've enabled him because there's life stuff that he just doesn't know, and I want a partner. I don't want to be somebody's mother.
Yeah, listen, you got to take it slow and figure that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, I know time it goes so fast, but at the same time, you got to take stuff slow at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's hard to juggle shit. You know, you're a single parent, and it's hard. I get it. I get it. Um, it's
Does
your
he hear
son
me
not
talking to him at all? Like, I talk to him
all
all the time.
all the time? I was just gonna tell you all the time, sweetheart. All the time. All the time. Because you talk to him like every day, don't you?
Yeah, every day.
Because he says every time you talk to me, I hear you. I feel like, do you kind of like ask him for guidance, or you want to just get it? I feel like you ask him for signs. Also, do you realize that he flickers your lights in your house? He's talking about flickering your lights. Do you notice the lights flickering?
Sometimes, yeah.
I don't know if the bathroom lights are good. Maybe some kind of like one lamp bulb somewhere or something, I have a smart bulb, so the smart bulbs do not flicker because they don't have regular filaments, but my bathroom light bulbs flicker a lot because the bathroom light can stay on, and until I go in there it doesn't flicker. And all of a sudden it's flickering. I said, oh man, honey, what are you doing? So that's why like smart bulbs, they don't flicker because they don't have those regular filaments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had a dream not too long ago, maybe a couple months ago,
He was in it.
and
That was him.
he talked like it was like I could hear everything that he was saying. He was like, "I know this is really weird," and like I woke up. It was a weird kind of sleep.
Because I was actually, he was just trying to find out about how you're doing, find out about your day, talk about the kids. He's upset. He's very upset with his mother. I think she's the instigator about this shit.
Oh yeah.
I think it's her. I don't think it's his dad. I think it's her.
Yeah. She used to make comment. We lived with her before the accident happened.
You know, she doesn't like you, right? You know that.
Oh yeah. She hates me.
Yeah.
Always has.
That's why she's doing it. That's why she thinks by keeping your daughter away from you is hurting you, and she's trying to hurt you, but you've never done nothing to this woman. Nothing. Nope. You've been kind to this woman. I can tell. She's just a bitch. That's what I'm going to call her. Sorry, sweetheart. You know, you can't, there's nothing you can do about it. You can just live with it. That's all you can do, you know? He sounds like he's having fun.
Yeah, he actually is getting over being sick. I have him in a program where he goes to school.
Me too.
We started his autism journey.
He's not really talking good right now, is he?
He's saying a lot more since he's been watching Miss Rachel.
Wow, that's amazing. I find that show funny, but it's fascinating for the children. It's strange as adults. I don't like that kind of stuff. It bothers me. I think I'm OCD, and just hearing her voice bothers me. But the kids love it. Apparently, the kids love it. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your fiance, your husband, I'm calling you husband. Your husband's like, sweetheart, you're doing an amazing job. He says, never doubt yourself. And he says if you can somehow in his power, he's going to hopefully try to get you guys back to connected together. I hope so with your kid. She needs her mom. She don't need her grandmother. She needs you. She's a narcissist. That woman's a narcissist. Did you know that?
Yes.
She blames everybody else for her problems. I can feel it. She's just not a very nice person. And it's just not fair. She just got lucky that she happened to have the daughter when you guys had the accident. She just got very lucky. That's just a chance thing. Have you tried to go fight for her in court?
Not yet. I've been, the deal was that once I medically recovered, that I would bring her here.
Unless it's a court order deal, there's no deal, sweetheart.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, I don't know.
Okay. Stop.
I was told by the life insurance people that she had a court order because she took my daughter's life insurance policy right away, and they told me.
They told you that?
Yeah, I signed a paper, my mom signed, and my sister signed when I had the accident because I had brain surgery. And she came to the hospital without my daughter. And that, I'm like, so she had to have either forged papers or something, but I don't think it's real.
I don't care. You fight for your daughter. She has no grounds to stand on to keep her from you, sweetheart. None whatsoever. If you can take care of an autistic kid, you need to fight for your daughter. You need to get a lawyer and fight for her. He is telling me this. I don't care what you do. He says, babe, you've got to fight for our kid. He says, you got to fight for our kid. I want her to go back to you. My mom does not need her. That is not her child. That is her grandchild. There's a difference.
She wants to make up. She's trying to make up for what she did to Nick.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't happening. She was a horrible mother. Why would she be a better grandmother? She wouldn't be.
About it, like saying
What?
if something happened between me and Nick, that she would take Sammy. And I told Nick this, and I said, I think you need to keep your trap shut. I think you're giving her too much ammunition.
I
And
think
he
so
didn't
too.
see it. He didn't want to see it because he was looking for that love that he didn't get as a child from her.
It's not right. Not right. That woman has no business having your daughter. None. None. Why would she be even better as a grandmother if she was a horrible mother? Why would she even be a good grandmother? She's not. You don't know if your daughter is safe. You need to do this for your daughter. Listen, listen, I don't care what you do. It's none of my business. He's the one that is suggesting this for me to tell you because you can't talk to him. I'm relaying the message to you. He says, fight for our daughter. She needs to come home. He says she needs to come home. He says enough is enough. He says do what you have to do to get our kid back. Doesn't matter if there's any court order. Attest it. Contest this order. Get a lawyer if you are able to. Get a lawyer. Some people do pro bono. You have got to get your own shit in place to get your kid back. She's hijacked your kid, sweetheart.
I know.
You gotta dig down inside of you and say, am I ready? And then when you're ready, fight for your daughter. Because nobody else is gonna, she's stuck in a situation she has no control of. She needs a parent that's gonna fight to be with her. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So when you're ready, I know you want her back. I don't know, but I have a feeling when I do my energy healing with you, if I can get your neck and your back better, you're going to be on the road to that, to be able to do that for your daughter. And that will be my gift to you to help you with your neck and your back. Because what my energy does, I heal. My energy heals and gets stuff back to normal. That's what it does. The question is, do you want to fight for your daughter? That's what he's asking.
Yeah.
Okay. You have your answer. Listen, he's being adamant about this because he wants her back with you. He doesn't want her around his mother. He doesn't want her around his mother. And he's upset. He says, there's nothing, I can't do anything about this. There's nothing I can do. He says, I'm dead. You're the living parent. You have to do this for both of us. Because I can't help. There's nothing I can do. All I can do is help give you guidance to get our kid back. He sounds so cute, sweetheart.
He loves music.
That's good. That's good, though. That's good. That's good. You know, that's there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if music helps him, that's great. Music therapy is so good for autistic children. You know, it brings them out of their shell. Don't you think?
I do.
Did he ever call you Chrissy or anything like that, Chrissy?
I went by Chrissy.
Oh, because I want to call you Chrissy for some reason. Because I'm like, Chrissy, keep hearing about Chrissy. He says, I know you can do this. He says, once Michelle helps you with this energy healing, I know you're going to feel better, and I know that you can do this. Because believe me, you don't understand how powerful my energy really is. If I can fix somebody's back after 14 years of a car accident, I can definitely fix somebody's neck after only 2 years of a car accident and their back as well. This lady I'm talking about, Janet, the accident was 14 years ago. Severe back problems, injuries. She could never lay flat on her back. When I did my healing on her back, she finally got to lay flat on her back after 14 years, and her pain is still gone a month later.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I love it, and I do it freely. Listen, this is not my energy. I'm a funnel. It's funneling from the angels. I'm an angelic starseed. So this is coming from the angels through my fingertips. There's no other explanation but that. He says, Chrissy, I love you. I know that you can do this, and I have faith in you. And I have faith in our family. I have faith in our kids. I know you're struggling right now, but he says, I know that you can do this, sweetheart. I know it's going to take a lot, but it's worth a shot because it's for our kid. He says, I just want to see you happy again, and our daughter needs you. She doesn't need her. She doesn't need my mom. My mom is not her mother. You're her mother. You have more rights for that child in court than she does. You are on the road to recovery. There's no reason for her to still have that kid.
No, especially the fact if I'm taking care of an autistic child.
Exactly. That's my point. If you can take care of an autistic child, you can take care of a normal child. I mean, I'm sure. She's not autistic, is she?
No, she's very sassy. And looks just like me.
I know, I can tell. He says, babe, you can do this. He says, you're stronger than you realize. You got to give yourself credit. Listen, you're on the road to recovery. You've been recovering for the last 2 years. With my energy healing, darling, I will push you over the hill so you can start going down the hill and making progress, sweetheart, okay?
Okay.
Listen, he's pulling his energy away, but he wants you to know. He says, sweetheart, I love you. He says, I've always loved you, Chrissy. I've loved you forever. I'm always going to love you. But it's time for you to move on and for you to build a new family without me. He says, I'm always going to love you no matter what. I'm always going to be here for you no matter what. It's just, I'm not here. There's nothing I can do. But he's around you. He's always around you, sweetheart. He's always with you. He's always around you, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to stop the recording, darling. So I'm going to put this on my YT this afternoon, okay? Okay, very good. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay.